I'm Saydia Wesley. I'm a Human Factors Research Fellow at the University of Oxford. So I was born in Birmingham. We grew up in a place called Alum Rock. So if you mention that to anyone, when I met my husband, he was like, "Ew, you're from there." I said, "Thank you, Ryan." But it was quite diverse. So we had loads of Irish people, Scottish people, loads of Pakistanis. I love Pakistani culture. I love the food, the clothes, and as we were growing up, the emphasis of education was on the boys. You know, I will pay for your tuition, you need to get into grammar school. And that was primarily because they will get married and they will head their households. Our role as women is to serve. You serve your dad and your brothers before you get married, and then it's your in-laws and your husband when you get married. Now, don't get me wrong, some families were different, and I can't speak for every Pakistani family. We have this whole, you should be married by a certain age, you should have kids by a certain age, which of course applies to all cultures, but I think it's quite amplified in Pakistani culture. Now, in terms of why didn't I go down the traditional route, you know, I did a master's, I did a PhD, and then I got married quite late, which was really frowned upon. I think I did it just to say, well, I can do it. Regardless of what I'm going through, I can do it. It was more of a, I'm going to prove you wrong. But the fact is, it can be done, but what you have to do is believe in yourself. And that's so cliche. People did frown at it, like people would say to my dad, "Oh my God, you know, you'll never go to heaven because your daughter's not married." Seriously. So I wasn't worried, I knew it was going to work out, but it was really difficult for my mum and dad. But now I've got the same people saying, "Please, can you speak to my daughter? Please, can you get her onto a course where she can do nursing?" So now when I go to Birmingham and I go to the traditional food shops to get like a roti, chapati, because I'm not a good cook, they'd be like, "You're Mr. Razak's daughter, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And like, "Have you finished your PhD then?" And he's like, "Your dad tells me that you work at Oxford." And I'm like, "Oh, stop." I'm like, "Dad, can you stop telling people?" We go to Costco and people are like, "Is that your daughter who works at Oxford?" I'm like, "Dad, what do you do?" So when I came to Oxford, I was super excited. I came for a weekend before and I was so overwhelmed, I cried happy tears because I was like, "Oh my God, I've made it in geek world." In terms of the people at Oxford, I did expect people to be really partial, how we say hoity-toity. I did feel out of place. We just have to be comfortable in our own skin. You can do the research, you do deserve to be here, you worked hard to be here, and just believe in yourself and always have an open mind. But yeah, people are normal. I think it's very human. It is prestigious, it is posh, the buildings are amazing, you can feel overwhelmed, but then the person sitting next to you can be like a super duper clever surgeon who's getting the same bus as you because transport's really bad in Oxford.